Let's wind the clock back a few weeks now to the ABA finals in Sheffield. While we were there, we caught up with Bradley Saunders, who told us he had the chance to fight the Russian Olympic champion, Alexey Tishchenko.
I've been told that there's a kid going, the double Olympic and three-time world champion going, Tishchenko from Russia, who Frankie Gavin, my teammate, beat last year, the year before that. So I think obviously that's given me a little more boost.
So you fancy a bit of Tishchenko? I mean, he's had about 900 fights. He's only lost about twice, and one of those was to Frankie. He's moving up in weight. What are you fancying? You'd be too strong for him?
I'm fancying that. He was really small for 60 kilos.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
He was really small for 60. I'm a big light welterweight, you know, and I can hit a lot harder than the 60.
You just want that test,
a lot harder than the 60 kilo boxers. So I'm just going to hopefully get over him and hit them hard.
And he did go to Russia.
But before he went to Croatia to fight Tishchenko, by the way, Tishchenko, you've got to love Tishchenko, man. I mean, he's just a superstar in Russia. I didn't realise quite how big he was until the last couple of days. But what's interesting is that Bradley said, I shouldn't even be going to this tournament, Steve. He said, because I don't feel great. But once I found out Tishchenko was there, I wanted to go. That is what you call fighting hard. You just want to push yourself. You don't want to go down some back route. You want to fight the best guy in the world. Arguably, the greatest ever Russian amateur. You want to fight him. That's what you want to do. And that's why Bradley went out to the tournament.
The important thing was, we talked about Bradley a lot last week, or when we were at the ABAs of England. He's had a tough time. You know, we don't need to go over all ground, but everyone knows he's been through the mill. He's come out the other side. Come out, no closets, skeletons, clean as a whistle. All charges dropped, and now he's concentrating on the boxing, and he's just proved what everyone said about him a year ago. Potentially, he is gold medal material.
Yeah, but here's the disgrace, okay? Not Bradley's disgrace. Here's the disgrace, okay? Last weekend, the BBC showed about 6 hours of gymnastics from Manchester, okay? And it was B-list gymnastics, okay? Here's this guy, Bradley Saunders, an Olympian who goes out and fights a double Olympic and triple world and I think double European champion and beats him. Doesn't even make the BBC website, let alone the BBC cameras. So this is my problem with Bradley. Okay, not my problem with Bradley. This is the problem I think that Bradley and all the other amateurs have. And if you want to know my honest opinion, you stay amateur. You've signed a contract which keeps you amateur until 2013. So in theory, they keep you for a few months after the Olympics in 2012, okay? Between now and 2012, you're not going to get on TV unless we put you on TV. Because you're not part of what the BBC want the sports going into 2012. You don't fit their profile. So you can beat Tishchenko every day of the week, the greatest ever Russian, who, by the way, is described on the Russian ABA site as he is the deserved master of sports of Russian on boxing. Okay, this guy isn't just a good Rusky, a flathead, as some people call him. He's an absolute top banana. So Bradley goes away and boxes him. If it wasn't for us, the British public wouldn't even know. And that's slightly the problem. Something's got to be done. The ABA have got to build a bridge into the heart of the BBC and get that sport covered. It's an Olympic sport, Andy. We can do our bit, mate, but we can't go to the European Championships and the World Championships. The BBC can go for flipping snorkeling, can go for dolphin swimming, can go for anything to those championships. Why can't they cover the boxers, who, by the way, were the most successful team in any sport at the Olympics per head? Because there was only 11 people there. They came back with 3 medals. Okay, that's a slight rant. There'll be another rant later on, no doubt. We've got plenty of time, but that's a slight rant. So as much as I love Bradley and as much as I adore amateur boxing, I don't want him to just fight anonymously. He'll fight in oblivion for 4 years until 2012. He's got to think about his career. Carry on, Andy.
We will do the 4 Nations at the end of the month, of course.
Yeah, we'll do the 4 Nations, but will Bradley be there? I don't know. Because he wasn't one of the ABA finalists. And my understanding is it's the ABA finalists. If I'm wrong, send in a big email saying, Bunsey, you're wrong. By the way, Andy, I've just got to say this. I found a website this week. I got tipped off about a website. I'm not going to name the website, but it's funny, okay? I went to this website. Someone said, oh, listen, no, it's not real. It's a boxing website. Okay. Fantastic boxing website. It was brilliant. Some of the threads were great. I loved it. I loved every bit of it. So I say to this guy who sent me that, I said, listen, what do you want me to look at? He said, type in your name. So I typed in my name. I found one, you know what a thread is, you know, on an email. 396 individual replies, every single one of them an insult. Took me an hour to read it. 40 pages of Bunt's insults.
And you read every one?
I read every single one.
That must have made you feel really good about yourself.
Documented every single name. I'll find them. It's not a problem.
All right, while he calms down a bit. A few weeks, because I bet you thought Bradley Saunders wasn't going to be on the show when we were talking then.
No, I didn't. I thought there was just a breakdown in communication.
Do you know what? We had the wrong number. We've got the right number now.
Is he on the phone?
He's on the phone now. Bradley, congratulations.
How's it going, Andy? Thank you.
Hey, we're very well here, but I imagine not feeling as well as you after that win against Tishchenko last week.
No, it was brilliant. Brilliant. I was over the moon.
Brad, because obviously there's never any coverage of wins like that because it seems the ABA are allergic to alerting the press or the media about things as though we're contagious and you're not. Tell us how it went. Did you stop him in the first round, win on points? Tell me.
Truthfully, I went out the first round. I was showing him a little bit of respect, and I was a bit slow starting. I was 1 point down actually after the first round.
Yep.
And then going back to the corner, and then going back to the corner. As soon as I knew I was 1 point down, I just thought to myself, well, I actually told yourself and Andy, didn't I, at the ABA finals, I thought I could beat him.
You did.
And then obviously after the first round, 1 point down, I thought I can do this. I picked it up the second round to be like 1 point up going into the third. And then obviously excelled the last round and just took it away from him, really.
Brad, was he cleverer? I mean, was he as clever as you imagine he would be, all those major titles he's won? Could you see why he won them?
Do you know what? I could see exactly what he had, the experience he had. It was just even being in there with just that one fighting him. I think I've learned a lot from it as well, you know. Just being in there with the person like himself. I've never thought anyone has experienced in my life. Just loads of little tricks, and it was good actually.
No, Brad, a couple of people have sent in texts. Alex Nippard sent in an email, and one or two other people are asking something a comment I just made a few minutes ago. Can you fight in the Four Nations in Liverpool? Are you excluded from that because you didn't go in the ABAs?
I thought, truthfully, with there's not going in, with being #1 in Britain, and I said, that's what I thought. I thought if I don't go in the, if I didn't go in the ABAs, hopefully they'll be able to get me in them. But apparently now they're just saying it's only the two finalists, which is obviously it's a sickening really because I would like to win in them. Well,
I'll be honest with you, no disrespect to the two finalists at your weight and the Scotsman at your weight and the Welshman at your weight, but you are the named fighter and you're the one. You know, if you're the showpiece, you know, you don't put out a B team, you put out an A team when you get in TV. That's not a debate for me to have with you. I'm going to have that with the men and women that run the ABA because it just seems to me absurd. So, but it's all about you here, Brad. How many times did you box out there in Croatia?
I boxed 3 times in 3 days. And I had to make the weight, obviously, again every single day, which was a killer in itself.
And also Luke Campbell, who last year, Andy, you remember, won the European title, first English boxer to win a title in 47 years. Again, that got even less publicity. If it wasn't for us, no one would even know about it. Luke Campbell won that title. He won a gold out there with you as well, didn't he?
He won a gold out there, yes. Yes, it was obviously it was good.
Go on.
Do you know who else won a medal this week, Brad? Your little brother Jeff won, didn't he, at the weekend? Big win for the family.
My little brother, yeah, he's actually just stepped up now to 60 kilograms. He couldn't make 57 no more, and he beat no, I've forgotten the name off the top of my head, but he's a very good boy, a very, very good boy from Birmingham, who's won 4 sports titles in himself in his own right. And obviously for my little brother to be the next day, the day after I beat the Russian, to go and do that, so it was brilliant for the family, it was.
So, Brad, just before we go, mate, because it's been a pleasure having you on, it's always a pleasure having you on. When are you out again? Just tell us quickly, when are you off to another tournament?
I'm off to Denmark in 5 weeks. And it's like the EU Championships, and hopefully I can just keep on doing it.
We'll speak to you in 4 weeks and 7 weeks, before you go and after you win. Bradley Saunders, brilliant win against Tishchenko. Thank you very much, Bradley. Andy, over to you.